In this video, I will be showing you how I made my bed longer and went from this to this. Hello and welcome. I am Kim, and together with my 3 dogs, Durak, Bobby and Pilou, I have taken on the challenge of converting my Sprinter van into a camper van for us to travel Europe in. Come along as we say yes to Newvanventures. In one of my last videos, you could see how I made the bed. Once the bed was finished, I put everything in my car and I went for a little trip to see if the bed would be comfortable enough, and it turned out to be too short. And here you can see exactly that my head touches the wall and my feet can stay upright. And I came to the conclusion while testing out this bed that because of the length of this bed, I could not take on my comfortable sleeping position. Here you can see me try and demonstrate that it's not working. So yeah, I decided to cut holes in the walls, and here you can see me looking where the hole is going to be. I decided to cut holes in the walls and finish it, and this gave me about 11 centimeters more, which is just the extra room I needed. To start cutting out the holes in the walls, I first drew where I wanted the holes to be. I wanted to have rounded holes because I like that comparison to the little window that I already had. And here you can see where I am going to be cutting. Here you can see the other side. This side is going to be way higher because my head and my pillows are going to be here, and this would give me just the right extra space that I need. To begin, I drilled some holes where I could fit my jigsaw through to give me some guidelines. Because I wasn't very sure how much room there was back there, I decided to just cut a big piece out of the middle and then see how much space I would have, and saw all the other pieces out. Once I had sawed everything out, I was left with a big hole with the Armaflex showing. Now what I did was go on a little trip and test out my van again for about a week to see if this was giving me enough space to sleep comfortable in. Now I can imagine that there are some people watching this who are thinking, why on earth didn't you make these holes to begin with? And it's the simple fact that I mismeasured and I thought that I was going to fit in this bed. And I did fit, I just didn't fit comfortable. So I just went along and cut some holes in my walls. Here you can see me test it out and hoping that it's going to give me enough space, and thank God it did. It is so comfortable for me to sleep in here now. After I cut these holes in these walls, I went somewhere on a trip for about a week to test it out, and I'm very happy to say that I was sleeping very comfortable. I am currently in my van and I am filling up these holes. These are the holes I created when it turned out that the bed was too short, so I lengthened the bed. So I am now fixing the holes, and I'm going to show you how I did it. Here I already finished one, and I already did that without filming because I was looking for ways how to do it. So I have already fixed this one. It is now drying so that I can, when it's done, I can sand it and then paint it, and then paint this part again so that it looks nice. For the finish, I used this bendable MDF and 3.8mm plywood. First I put the pieces of plywood through the hole and against the wall. Then I put these slats in between and put adhesive all around to attach it to stay together. It's also shoved very tightly, so the chance of it moving is very slim. And then I attached this piece of MDF. Here you can see the result thus far. I screwed it on here and I put adhesive behind it. So there are screws that keep it in. If you are going to screw this stuff, try and screw where there is where there's a little gap, because if you do not do that, you destroy the little foot and it creates a hole. There's a couple over there. Now I'm going to get the filler and I'm going to fill it out like this one and let it dry to be able to sand tomorrow. And I'm also going to put adhesive
around the corner because it's still a little bit loose, but it's looking great so far.
I used normal wood filler to fill up all these holes and gaps, and once it was dry I could sand it nice and smooth. I did another round of the filler and then sanded it again, and then I put a layer of primer and then a layer of the nice green paint, and here is the final result, and I am so happy with how this is turning out. I was dreading cutting holes in my walls and it turned out awesome. Thank you guys so much for watching my video. If you have any questions, please comment down below. If you could give me a like, that would be amazing. Next video I will be showing you how I made my bench seat and the toilet that is under there. Be sure to watch that video. Okay, I'll see you in the next one. And in the meantime, don't forget to say yes to Newvanventures.